So good afternoon, everyone. My name's Matt, and over the course of my fellowship, I've been working with the story market to explore insights in the world of journalism using data science methods. So the story market is an online marketplace for high-quality journalistic content. And for publishers and editors, they offer a range of services such as translation and the location and licensing of the content they need to best fill their reporting blind spots. For freelance journalists, they answer questions such as how best to reach a wider audience and to ease the process of publishing their work, and most importantly, increasing their income. So it's this connection which forms the story market. But how can this be improved with data science? What value can be added here? So my task over the past 6 weeks was to explore producing a minimal viable data science product, which is capable of profiling publishers and quantifying features of their published content. So I had access to a data set of over 500,000 articles, and these were sourced from 8 leading online journal publications. And this spanned back over the course of a year. And the question we'd like to answer is how to best go about classifying and extracting insight from large amounts of unlabeled text data using an unsupervised learning approach. So to do this, I constructed a natural language processing pipeline, where the input to this pipeline would be the raw text of these articles. So the first stage was to pre-process the articles. So this consisted of extensive cleaning, so removing lots of surplus information, advertisements, headers, emails, things like this. The second stage was to pass this form of the article into some pre-trained neural network language models in order to extract key entities in the text, so organizations, locations, dates, things like this. The third stage, which is the core of this pipeline, is to then transform this data set into a numerical representation in order to perform topic modeling analysis. To do this, I use latent Dirichlet allocation. And what we're doing here at this stage is extracting keywords and phrases from the text, so automatically clustering groups of words and extracts which can best classify groups of articles. The fourth stage is to then take these results and use these numerical representations of the articles to find key parts of the text, so paragraphs, and sentences which have the strongest semantic similarity to the identified groups of words that we found. And then finally, arriving at the output, we can take these parts of the text that we've identified and perform sentiment analysis. So let's consider 2 articles which represent inputs into the pipeline. Initially, this text data is unstructured, only found under some general classification assigned to it by the publisher. And what we're doing when we pass this through the model, through the pipeline, is we're able to clean the data and transform our understanding of these articles from something like this into something like this. And what we've done is extracted key semantic understanding about what the core of the text is really focusing on. And so when we gather together these classifications, we then have a model and results which are able to give us a probabilistic understanding about how this semantic insight is distributed across a large number of articles, so the full data set. And here we can see some examples that the model has managed to pick up. And then finally, by taking these results and taking this model, we're then able to re-represent individual articles as a collection of these topics, the identified topics that we found. And this is important because we can then we can filter and focus on the key extracts of the text in order to perform meaningful sentiment analysis. So we now have a way of both defining and quantifying both where and to what extent sentiment is also distributed amongst these articles. So here we have an example of a cluster of articles providing a net positive sentiment. And suitably, we can also find examples, probably not too unsurprising for this one, which consistently provide net negative sentiment. So what's the impact of this work? What value has been added? So as per my task, I've produced a pipeline capable of automating the processing of text documents extracting entities, clustering these documents, and performing focused sentiment analysis at scale. Crucially, this proof of concept provides the story market with a modular strategy in order to profile publishers in a framework that can be expanded, and this can act as a springboard to both drive and focus business initiative in the future. So thank you for your time.